I truly am so glad that you all came today. Delray was so proud of all of you. When you were a Dvoracek, or all the other who got checked, he was so proud of the Czech background that he had. In fact, when he was at the nursing home, they loved when we wheeled him down the hall and they would say, "Hey, Dvoracek." So they all loved him. He had them laughing, and I'm not kidding you, up until the last probably 5-6 days, he was in the moment and still had his sense of humor.
I will never forget about the time that I brought my boyfriend along to the lake so that the Dvoraceks could meet him. I'm thinking that bringing my boyfriend, who is now my husband Ken, to the lake that weekend maybe kind of sealed the deal with our relationship.
Dale is the one that got me, my husband. We're leaving from the Sioux Falls airport, and I was crying so hard because I was close to Delray. And somehow they got to sit on the plane, and he asked John, right in down his girlfriend, because I was crying so bad. He said, "No, that's my cousin. Was she married?" He said, "No." So that's how it all got started.
A saying that I always remember Del saying was, "If you like it, the juice is what I like in you."
He chose Mad Frank because of his grandfather, Frank. Now, I don't know if it was Frank Dvoracek or Frank Dvoracek. Does anybody know?
My son, after watching Mad Frank enough, he wanted to dress up as Mad Frank for Halloween. So I made the get-up, got him as Mad Frank, Mickey as Vanilla White. We had Jason's costume and everything, and Dale said, "Okay, we're going to the studio." And so he took the kids, he went to the studio, and they got to play on the Mad Frank set. And they videoed that, and then they incorporated that into one of the movies. I don't really remember which one it was, but the kids had them all.
Dad would come down, get the TV, turn it off, and put out a Mad Frank tape. Now this is entertainment. I said we officially hate all that now.
He was a magician with his awesome magic coin tricks.
Just the memories that I have is his magic tricks. He was able to make a coffee mug levitate, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world.
He drew a pencil drawing of my facial profile and a paper grocery sack. It looked exactly like me.
We had been pheasant hunting all day. There was probably 6, 7 of us. And Del and Ver kind of pulling up because Del couldn't walk very good back then. Because I used to pheasant hunt with him too. Del and Ver come pulling up, and there's 7 or 8 guys out in the CRP right off the corner of the field, and we're all talking. And up jumps the rooster pheasant. And everybody emptied their gun at it and never hit it. And Del looked at everybody and said, "Really, you call this hunting?"
He so enjoyed being at the cabin where we entertained relatives like the Gusteds, the Ammons, the Milkies, Dvoraceks, and many friends.
I remember the big campfires that Del made when we were going to make s'mores while we sipped on cheap wine. I was always in fear of our lives when he did this, as I thought for sure that he would start us all on fire by using the blower on the vacuum and created flames taller than the trees.
One of the things that I remembered when I was on the deck once at the lake cabin, he was lighting a hornet's nest on fire in the corner with a little bug spray or something and a lighter. And, the first thing that comes to my head, no coverings or anything, He's Del, so he doesn't have a shirt on or anything, he's just going bare-chested at it. And the first thing that comes in any sane guy's head is, there's a million safer ways to do this.
But did anybody else feel like they were going to die when they were going to have a campfire at night?
Yes. If he ever got upstaged at the cabin, he would look at me and say, "Don't you think you need to go home now?"
My ex-husband married a Russian girl, And so it was hilarious because they were standing there and he went up to her and all of a sudden he started talking to her in Russian. And the look on her face was unbelievable. And she said, Russian's pretty good. I always remember him sitting at the table playing his solitaire.
Oh, yeah.
We liked that a lot, so we remember those memories of him too.
Then there was the beckoning cry.
Berlinski! Berlinski!
I remember you guys sitting down and the whole table would be white with coal tabs on a rainy day. Yeah, that was always a lot of fun.
He never made any money.
You never do.
But look at the money he saved at the casinos.
One year, my oldest son, Kyle, who's not here, he had wanted a PlayStation. And he asked if he could have a PlayStation for Christmas. I said, oh no, we can't afford one of those. He goes, could you call up to a PlayStation? And I did, but he didn't get the kids the PlayStation.
Oh, he gave me a fishing pole for Christmas. I mean, for my wedding, a fishing pole. I found out later that somebody had given it to him. Oh, he's a man of truth. Yeah. He also didn't like the rabbits in our yard, which we had Southgate Drive.
Shot them too in
So
the
we
yard.
shot, and the neighbor reported it.
Oh, great.
So the police comes out and says, somebody's shooting a gun. He should have been jailed, I think.
Del would just kind of go pee anywhere. You know, he didn't care who was around. You know, he'd just go pee off the side of the deck at the cabin or into the lake or whatever. And we were just sitting at my parents' house in the middle of town here in Sioux Falls, and he just goes off to the side of our deck in the backyard. We were all just sitting there, and he just went and peed off the side of the deck. And then, as you guys left, I remember after he got down the front stairs, he needed to go again. He just peed down a tree outside your guys' car.
When we die, there's two ways in which our body dies, and that's no more. But the second way we die is when nobody says our name. So I want you, with all gusto, we're going to sing Delray 3 times, and I want it loud. 1, 2, 3. Delray! Delray!